don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. Please also like. Thank you.
Hello there everyone, Tom here again, and today we have the privilege of taking a look at the 7th pack in the Agora Models Optimus Prime build. This build is going to build the interior structure, the bones if you will, of the leg. So, if I can not destroy everything. As always, I'm going to take the various different screws and whatnots and put them here in my little separator, so I can figure out exactly what I'm doing. And yeah, why don't we go ahead and get started with this and see where it leads. So the first thing we do is we take 2 of these TR7-16s and we take this part here, which is TR718, and these are just going to fit in here. There's a little groove right here. These little balls sockets are going to just fit right in here like this. Okay, no problem. Next we take part TR719 and positioning it so that the little grooves are going to encapsulate the ball joints. We put that on right there. Then we take some screws that we have left over. These are PB236s right here. And we just line everything up and we put them in. He says, come here. That way. They go in right here, just like this, and right here, just like this. And then we just, tighten them down. I wouldn't normally hold this up this way. I'm just holding it up so you all can see it on the camera. Additionally, this may actually be a relatively quick video comparatively, because everything here is pretty much paired. The only thing that's different, as far as I remember looking at the instructions, is putting on the feet. So each one of those would probably be a separate show. But yeah, there's that little bit. That's the first step done. Next thing we do, we bring in 2 of these TR714s and this part, which is TR713, and it just, these little bits set in here. There are little grooves that they set in, so you just kind of position them where they need to go, just like that. Then you bring in part TR717 and lining it up so that you have the groove and the screw hole pointed in the right direction. Drop that in place, just like that. Okay, next, while holding onto it carefully, flip it over, and we need to screw it into place. And for this, we are still using some of those spare PB 3x6s. So this one is a little bit more challenging, just because you got to line everything up right and hold it in place at the same time. And of course, it's going to fight you just because you're on the camera at the moment. It also helps if you ensure the fact that it goes in where it's supposed to go. This must be flush. That was the issue I was just running into. The screw hole did not line up properly because it was not flush. But now it's flush and it's going in there just fine. Again, I am not securing these completely. I am securing them just enough so that they'll hold both sides, and then I will finish tightening them so that they will hold appropriately. We don't want to overstrip, we don't want to strip our plastic. Both of these pieces, well, all these pieces except for the screws, are plastic here. So we really want to be mindful of what we're doing with this and not overly tighten it. I don't want to have to glue this. I want it to just work properly. And we have to do 2 of these. So the next thing we do is we take these 2 pieces that we've already created, and we use the this piece according to the directions. The screws should be pointing upward. So we use that. We bring this piece in and we just line these are like little pistons, I guess. And just line them up together so that, yeah, it'll do like that, I guess, when he moves. Which I'm not sure how that'll work because he doesn't really have toe articulation, but I'm sure all will be revealed. The next thing we do is we bring in, this is identified as the left foot. It has the bar here in line with these 2 lights. So that's how you know you got the left foot. You bring in part TR723, which looks like this, and we're going to be inserting this into the foot like this so that this extra little bit is going to stick out here. Now there's a trick to this. You don't want to put it so far in, you know, like this. That's not going to work. It's got to stick out some because we're going to have something that's going to attach to that here shortly. Now to attach this, we bring in a flat screw, a flat washer, and which is a TR726, and one of these screws, which is an M 3x8. Now this is probably actually a good place. Well, no, it's got the plastic threads on it. So I'm not actually going to be putting this in oil because I'm afraid it might do something to the plastic threads. Otherwise I would, well, you've seen me many times put oil on these types of things that are going into metal. So yeah, I want it to go in there, and I think the plastic, the nylon or whatever it is on the threads is going to help keep it there. So yeah, why would I go out of my way to ensure the fact that it'll back itself out, maybe? Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, Tom. Alright. I am not going to put you through this, right? This is going to take a bit. I can already tell. I can't really make it go any faster. So you're just taking your little Allen wrench and you're putting these together. I'll come back after I have that done and we'll move to the next part. Next thing we're going to do is work on the calf of the left foot. And what we have to do is we take this piece here, which is TR701, okay, and kindly turn it up like this. We're going to take this piece here, which is TR704, and there's a little nubbin. I don't know how well that comes off right there. A little nubbin. It needs to go into this track right here, okay? So basically you just line this up, slide that in place. Now there's a trick to this. You want to make sure you get it on the correct side, right? Because you want unlike me, you want make sure. Sorry for the cut there, folks. I was having some issues with the way this all lined up, but I got it now. It works, and it's in the track, and it's doing everything it's supposed to do. So I connected this with, these are M 3x14s. These are the little funky washers, not the lock washers, but the star washers of the TR725s, and the nuts here are TR727s. So you know you have it right when you're looking at it, and this is smooth and this is smooth, okay? So you want this one looking like this. Then we bring in our foot, which is the left foot, and we know we have the correct foot because, well, the directions say this signifies the left foot. Okay, we're going to take this and we're going to bring this together, put this in here like this, and I try to dry fit of this just because that's kind of what I do, and I'm having some issues. And the issue is this little nubbin that you all maybe can see right here. from what I can tell, this part has screw holes in it. You can see them, right? They line up with these screw holes, but they don't. They don't line up with those screw holes. And the reason they don't is this little nubby piece. So, folks, I don't know. There's not a slot for it to go into, nothing. And I've checked and double checked and rechecked and tried to get it right. And my concern is that I'm going to have to take this little nubby piece off. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to take off my little nubby piece here on this part. And in the event that it completely wrecks mine, I'll let you know. But I don't see how it would do that, because that will allow it to go flush. Again, there's not a channel or anything, and I've taken this bit out many times, tried to reposition it. It's where it needs to be, at least as far as I can tell. So I'm gonna, heaven help me, I'm gonna cut this little bit off. $200 pack. I'm gonna do some surgery to it, and I'll let you know how it comes out. That appears to be what was necessary to get this done. Maybe they just didn't cut that off the factory, I don't know, but it looks like it's going to line up just fine now with these screws. Come on now. Well, I may have to fight with it still a little bit more. At least, I don't know if y'all can see that, the screw holes are lining up now. So, I mean, that's something. I hope I didn't just destroy this thing. Man, that would just annoy me to no end to know I did that. It's possible the part is not right. It's possible I've done something wrong. I always denote that as a possibility. Anybody that's watched my channel knows I'm more than willing to admit if I make a mistake. And I don't know what would be the mistake here. I mean, am I capable of making a mistake? Abso-freaking-lutely. But I just gotta get, there it is. I just gotta get started. And I ought to be able to get it where it needs to go. Man, I hope I didn't just destroy this. I really, really do. I still can't get it started. Alright, I'm gonna fight with this. Alright. Folks, I've been fighting with this for about an hour. It has not been a pleasant experience in any way. In any way. And I really hope that I have not messed this up somehow. But if I have, I have, and I'm not going to fight with it anymore. Like I said, I've been fighting to get this bit onto here for an hour. Better than an hour, actually. Regardless, I ended up, like I said, I may have completely just destroyed my thing, and if I have, I have. But my issue came with this part right here, right? I clipped this little bit, this little nubbin bit off, and I had to take a little file and file into here, little screw holes. I had to file into the screw holes a little bit so that I could get the stuff to line up. It has been just a unpleasant experience, and I truly hope I have not damaged my stuff here beyond repair. I suppose we'll find out shortly, won't we? Alright, now the next thing we have to do is we have to feed this up through here, and I've taken all of these off the sprue, right? These are TR722s, and we have to put these in. There's 3 of them, so we're going to need 6 screws. Additionally, I found some more screws. These are PB 2x 3x6s. So I apologize. These 3x6s too? Yeah. Alright. Let me get these in where they go so I can do what I need to do here. I'm sorry, I'm beat at this point. This thing has just beaten me half to death trying to get it in there. This has not been fun. This has not been a fun experience at this point. So, let's see. I need to bring this up, and there are 2 screw holes right here. This will line up and hopefully go into place where it's supposed to go. At this point, I'm not promising anything. Man, it's been... as always, I grant I could be doing something wrong. I always grant that. I'm human. I'm exceptionally fallible when it comes to certain things. Just ask the ex-wife, she'll tell you all about it. But this has not been a fun experience with this. I could have just been doing something fully wrong and just not recognizing it, not catching it. I swapped this piece right here out on both of them to try to get it to line up better. It still didn't do any good. It is, I mean, it's possible they sent me a bad piece or two here. And that's one of the reasons why I always try to leave in my, you know, my mistakes or something. For the amount of money that we are, if you have invested in this, for the amount of money that you have invested in it, you should not have to worry about these things, having to shave parts or have an extra piece that on your part that you have to clip off. So again, it's very possible that I am doing something wrong. If I am, I own that. But I'm sorry, I don't think I am. I don't think I am. I looked at the directions. It seemed like I was doing exactly what I was supposed to do. So I'm not blaming the directions, don't misunderstand me. Communication is hard. They're trying to tell us what to do here as efficiently as possible on their end. And so I don't fault them for that, not at all. Not at all. Alright, so this has lots of wiggle room, so it should allow... it should allow us to do what we need to with it. Alright, I can't zoom out anymore. Alright, pardon me as I adjust the camera here. You can tell I'm looking at the directions as we go. So next we take another one of these TR 723s, and that's going to feed in here, and it's going to be locked in place with, let's see, these are the TR25s and the 3x10s. Let's see, the 25s are the ones into plastic. Here's the 10s. Isn't this the 10s? Lord. Let's see here. No, I didn't have the 10s. It's alright, better to check and make sure than screw it up along the way, Tom. Alright. You may have done that already. So these get put into place. These are the 10s. And once again, we leave this sticking out. So that's going to go in there like that. That's going to go in there like that. And it just goes in. Lord, I hope I'm doing this right. This thing costs too much for me to have to redo it. Actually, I don't know if I would. If I mess this thing up at this point, I honestly don't know if I would reach out to try to get another pack or not. Because if I got the pack, I might still have the very same issues I have now. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I've got quite a bit already invested into this thing. Let's see, I'm on pack 7. 7 times 2 is 14. You do the math. I'm pretty deep into this already. Alright, what comes next? Next we bring out this piece here. We feed the thing through here. This comes over and it puts it in place there. Okay, alright. And that is 2 PB 3x6s. And I got 2 on my first try. I have to tell you, having a magnetic screwdriver is a wonderful thing, folks. If you haven't invested in one or made your own, I can't stress enough how beneficial it is to not have to sit there and fight trying to, you know, use tweezers or your fingers or something to try to pull something out of a box like that. It is well worth your time and effort and energy to make that work. And I bought this little magnet here off Amazon. Sent it through Amazon. I didn't know they could do that, but they offered it. I bought it, and I've been pleased with my little magnet. It's nice and powerful. It does what it's supposed to do, which is attract things. Kind of what magnets do, right? Alright, so that piece is solid. I got a little bit of leeway here, so we're good. Alright, I'm gonna pause here for a minute and get me something to drink. I'm just beat. Next we bring in part TR707, and it's going to line up here with these holes here. Just bring that in, line it up where it belongs. It'll just kind of snap into place where it goes. And we connect those once again with 4 PB 2x3x6, or PB2 3x6s. And since I've got a pattern here, I'm not securing them all the way, simply putting them in just like this, a little bit, and I'll tighten them all down once they're all level and secure where they need to be. Like this will be the first one I tighten down all the way. That. I'll come up here, tighten this one down, tighten this one down, maybe do 2, there we go, tighten that one down, and come up here and finish the job. Like that. Okay. Next we turn it around and we bring in this piece here. Has an L on it, and we're working on the left foot, right? Correct. So let's see here. This one's going to come in and set just like this right here. Okay. Theoretically, well, anyway. Alright, this is held into place with 3 PB 6x3 screws. I'll go ahead and get that one in there. Give it a cursory start. Line it back up. Alright. Just enough to get it started because it's acting persnickety. I don't like it when things act persnickety when I'm trying to work on them. Be that model kit, car, whatever. No persnicketiness. Alright. Tighten this down a little bit. I've got a seam, I'm not sure I'm supposed to or what. I'm not sure of anything at this point because of the way this is gone. And I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to make it work as best we can. Alright. Now it shows. Oh, leaning it back. Okay, so I guess we will have a foot tilt. I stand corrected, just not a toe tilt. Next, we bring in one of these. And it seems the silver part goes on the bottom and the top part is the yellow part. Okay, this is going to connect right here with this. And again, we have two of these PB 3x6 screws to put this in place here. Just like this. Gotta tell you folks, this has been an exhausting build. Even recognizing that I may be the reason it's been so exhausting, it is still just tiring. Okay. Now what? Okay, okay, I did that. Wait, were the directions wanting me to do this first? How would that work? Alright, I'm taking it back off. Alright folks, what you're looking at right here is the inside of the foot. If you can see, there's a screw hole there, and I doubt you can see the one on this side just because of the angle. There's one right here. Maybe you can see it. Basically, you have to take this part and it goes down in here and you just line it up and you screw it in those screw holes. There are little screws right there, hopefully you can see. This is not an easy thing, and I mean this just slipped on it anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. There's no way I'm going to be able to do this on camera. So just bear with me. I'm going to bring my part back in here. Remembering, let's see, how's this go? Like this. So the screws are going to go towards the back part of the thing, the leg. I'm going to reconnect these, right? And then I'm going to bring this up here. And I'm going to try my level best to get a screw in here. This should allow for, you know, like a piston action going on, theoretically. Let me just get this in here where it goes. Alright. Alright, so that does work. Wonder if that's all I have to do. Nope. Not done yet. Okay. Next we bring in this piece right here, which is TR702, and it looks like it's just going to back out some more. Looks like it's just going to fit on right here and be connected. Yeah, see those screw holes, they lined up just fine. This one's going to get 3 times 10s, so make sure I get my 3 times 10s. Yep, that's 3 times 10s. I imagine since it's going into plastic, it's going to get these little plastic hugging washers. There's my, it is. So much for this being a quick video, right? The screw is a TR729, or the, not the screw, the lock, the hex washer, Wait a minute. Yeah, that's right, okay. I am so second guessing myself at this point, folks. Trying to make sure I have it correct. Tighten this up. That. Tighten this one up. There we go. Okay. Now attach part TR721 to Z and fix in place on the opposite side using 2 PM 3x6 screws. My magnet picked up 3. Alright, there's 2. What piece is this? Okay, so this is okay. So I had to go all the way back to tray 1 for this. And this is one of these pieces here. And that is going to do what? Just come up and come around here like this. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. So this is, according to the picture, it's going to look kind of like this right here. So once again, we pull out our trusty screwdriver here and we line this up as best we can. Okay, making sure the screw goes all the way through so we know where we're at, and get one here started. Maybe. What the hell? Ow, don't be that way. No, folks, this has not been a fun build. I can't say that about all of them, but now this one here has not in any way been what I would consider to be incredibly entertaining and enjoyable. This has been a chore. Let me just put it the way it is. Trying to get this to work the way that it's supposed to. you might have the easiest time of this ever. But now this one here has not treated me the way I had hoped. That's the way I will put that. Alright. So now, next thing we do is we pull out another one of these here. Looks like it's going to go in here like this with the thread behind it. And following the theme, M3 times 10s, M3 times 10s, get two of them out here, and we're going into plastic, so we'll get two more of these star lock washers, star washers, whatever you want to call them. What do you call those? I don't know. But it shows, directions show we put these in right here. So I'll get these started and lock them down here in a minute. Okay. Where's the other star? Here it is. Alright. Is this going to be the knee joint? I wonder. Alright, and I can line that up and put it exactly where it needs to go. Hopefully. Yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. Yay, yay, yay. So if this is all there is to the knee, that's an extremely weak joint, and it is going to concern me greatly. Alright. It's supposed to be back there like that. Next we bring in this piece here. You'll have to forgive me, folks, as I jar the camera, because I'm going to have to bring it up so that you all can see what I'm doing here. This piece is supposed to come in and set, I believe, like this. Yeah, that's how it looks on the thing here. And once again, you guessed it, two more 10 screws and two more of those plastic catch screw washers. And that's the way it looks on the camera. I am going to trust them, or on the iPad, I'm going to trust them. That's what it's supposed to be. Yep, I'm going to trust them. Kind of have to. You either trust them. Well, I mean, if you can't trust them with this, if you can't trust them with the build, why are you paying them all the money, right? So I hope I haven't done anything wrong with the wire. At least that's what I'm hoping. Because I can't rightly tell. It looks like it comes around like this and comes out like this on the thing, and I mean, I guess that would work. Regardless, apparently the wire is held into place with two PB 3x6 screws and this little flap here, which is a TR 720. And if I read it right, it comes in just like this right here. So let's see. if we can get this thing to work properly. Oh boy. Alright. It also doesn't help that I don't have any light going into that section. I don't know if that helped you all on YouTube or not, but it helped me a little bit. And the way I, dang it, the way I figured, dang it, where did that part go? Anything that helps me out's got to be good, right? That's kind of the way I look at it. I got it lined up now. Alright, I'll put that in place. Grab this other one. Put it into place. And secure them both down. Not a fun experience. I know I've said that a couple of times. Honestly, I could have done without the lights and the feet, to be honest with you. I didn't really need that, but oh well. Next, looks like we're going to be using the last two pieces on that tray, which are TR710, which is one of these. Which one is it? I think it's this one. Okay. How does this come in? Attach part TR710 to Z and secure using 4 PB 3x6 screws. So this comes in and attaches here. Is that right? Yes. Okay. So this is going to be attached right there. Ooh, life is fun. All right. Let me get my thing back here again. All right, this comes in, locks into place right here, and we'll just put in some screws. Can you all see? So there's going to be a screw here, 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 and here. From what I understand, dang it, pack 8 bulks out the leg. From what I understand. I suppose we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and put in the other 2 screws, and then we'll come back. So next we bring in TR711. That's going to butt up here and join together, and it's going to be connected here, here, and here with maybe 3 of those PB2 3x6 screws. So again, line this up proper. We'll put this one here in the middle first, just to try and get it to be stable. According to the directions, this is the left foot complete once I get these screws in. That was 25 steps to get to this point, according again to the directions. So make of that what you will. Take of it what you will. I am going to finish up this leg here so as I can get caught back into the screw here. Where did it go? Dang it. I'm gonna finish putting this leg together. I'm gonna put the right leg together because this is the left, right, that I'm working on right now. We'll put the right leg together, And then I am going to see if there's any difference, or if everything's pretty much the same. If it is, then give myself a little extra there. If it is, then I'll just jump to final thoughts and we'll go from there. But if I run into anything interesting, I'll let you know. So here are the legs in this pack as far as we've gotten them done. These things are measuring in at approximately 14 inches from the base to the top here. I told you all that if I ran into anything interesting, I'd let you know. This connector down here had the exact same problem as this one. So I had to go in, I had to fix it, and it wasn't a pretty fix. I had to cut that piece off, I had to shave some of the plastic to get the screw in where it needed to be. It could just be that, the mold that they had shifted or something. I don't know. I don't work for them. I don't have their manufacturing information. All I know for sure is that as I was putting this together, it was extremely unpleasant. If this was the first pack I started with, I wouldn't do any more. I would be out. I would be done. It was that bad, especially for the price. I shouldn't have to pull a file out and file the plastic, and I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to have that much trouble. I spent over an hour trying to figure it out. So just be mindful. Again, I've left this information in here just in case you get a part just like mine. It seems to work just fine right now after I shaved that piece off. Hopefully it doesn't seem to have caused any stability issues or support issues. I guess I'll know more when I get the legs together and we actually get the body together, if that little piece there was essential. I don't know. I truly don't. Anyway, thank you for watching. This is Tom. I'll see you at either the next review or the next build video.
Thank you for watching my Papa's channel. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.
Vitamin John. Operators are standing by.